Wow, I watched this all the time as a kid. I wonder if it's still any good. Oh no, I forget this cinematic masterpiece. Your life is an occasion. Rise to it. When you hear that line, you expect it to be from some great novel or a Shakespearean epic. I don't think you'd quite believe me if I told you it was from a children's movie from the 2000s that teaches children how to grieve. This movie is one that makes me cry to this day, and one I could never get bored of. Somehow, for a film about death, I wouldn't call it a tragedy. I would call it a wonderful celebration of life and what it means to be human. Let me explain. For those of you who haven't seen it, Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium was a movie set inside a toy shop, one bizarre and entirely magical in a literal sense. The toys would come to life, and the store was always full of such joy. Mr. Magorium is the owner of the store, a man on the older side. He has hired an accountant for the store, something he has neglected to do for years because, dude, the store is magic. He also has his assistant, Molly Mahoney, a woman who gave up on her dreams and does not feel magical. There is a little boy, too, who feels entirely like an outcast. But the core of this story begins in our first conversation with the accountant. Now, most kids watching this movie wouldn't know what death is. You wouldn't want to throw them into it either. So, Mr. Magorium tells the accountant something very simple, and yet so very perfect. With his favourite pair of shoes he found once upon a time.
You see these shoes? I found these in a tiny little shop in Tuscany and fell in love with them so entirely, I bought enough to last my whole life. These are my last pair.
And already the theme of death has arrived, but in such a gentle way. The theme of death throughout is interwoven with the idea of love. His shoes have worn out, for he has loved them for so long and so many years. Children don't understand that their loved one would be gone forever yet, but this is something they do understand. Maybe their teddy has become too scraggly, or even they've bitten the last bite of their favourite chocolate. When you love something too much, it doesn't last forever. When the store learns this, she begins to sulk. Yes, this movie is so incredibly beautiful that even the store comes to life and represents grief. The store begins to blacken, its magic beginning to disappear. It's like finding out your relative has been diagnosed with a terminal illness. There is nothing you can do, and so Magorium, with great cheer, tells the store to stop sulking. Around this time, Mr. Magorium gives Molly a gift, a block of wood. It's just as bizarre as it sounds, a simple, plain block of wood. Nothing special, nothing magical, just a simple block of wood. Molly finds this incredibly strange even for Mr. Magorium. When asked what to do with it, he responds, "There are a million things one might do with a block of wood, but what do you think might happen if someone just once believed in it?" It's an incredibly simple metaphor, but one that needs to be remembered for the rest of the film. When it comes to grief, it is so easy to lose yourself to it, become depressed and alone. But if someone believes in you, what wonderful things you could do. It's okay to need a helping hand and someone to encourage you. But hey, more on that later. The store doesn't take this all well, leading to a large tantrum as the toys go completely haywire. This leads to a meeting between the accountant, Molly, the little kid Eric, and of course Mr. Magorium himself. Each of the members here represent the different stages of grief. Henry, the accountant, shows detachment. He does not believe the store is alive and doesn't believe in magic. As an accountant, he represents those of us who are numb, lost by grief. Eric represents acceptance and a desire to continue forward. He knows it's time to say goodbye, though it hurts, but he wants to see the store happy too. He represents our inner child, the one who wants to see things stay the same. Molly represents denial. She doesn't believe Magorium will die and is desperate not to. And Mr. Magorium, the man himself, he represents acceptance. Mr. Magorium is where the real lesson comes from.
Are you dying?
Light bulbs die, my sweet. I will depart.
And here we again get the core message of the story. Mr. Magorium's death is sad, as all things are, but he is still Mr. Magorium. His memory and love for the store will not die with him. Molly makes him go to the hospital, where they can't hold him because nothing is wrong. She pleads with him, tells him he must live, to which he simply responds with, "I have." It's reinforcing this idea that death in this movie isn't the most powerful thing. It is the central theme, but it's not just goodbyes we're looking at. It's how bittersweet farewells are, purely because of how wonderful the life lived was. And as we begin to experience more of grief, we have to edge towards acceptance. If we focus too much on death, on loss, we forget to enjoy life. And that is exactly what the next segment is about. Molly decides to take Mr. Magorium out for a day to show him what he'd be missing. And it is just so fun and silly. They pop bubble wrap, jump in lifts, and set all the clocks to one time. Life is beautiful, life is fun, and it's important to enjoy these moments. And again, Mr. Magorium shoots us in the heart with another quote that becomes important later.
Now we wait.
No. We breathe, we pulse, we regenerate. Our hearts beat, our minds create, our souls ingest. 37 seconds well used is a lifetime.
This is a kid's movie, by the way. A kid's movie. God! In this one scene, somehow, it reinforces the movie about death is more about the life we love, which we celebrate before it. It's the best possible way to teach children. Though you are sad later, though sometimes people say goodbye, they have had a wonderful life before. And as an adult, it hits so hard. It's so easy to lose ourselves to time and get distracted with the business of the world, and yet each day is a blessing. Each moment we are here is a whole lifetime. But what is a lifetime if not the joy in humanity we experience? And now we get to this scene, and I still can't watch it without bursting into tears. As a child, I cried because I knew it was time to say goodbye to Mr. Magorium. As an adult, I cried because it is true to grief. To give the true respect the scene deserves, I'm just going to play it for you now.
Oh, Lonnie.
Don't go.
My darling.
I'm not ready. Not ready for it to end.
I'm sorry. When King Lear dies in Act 5, do you know what Shakespeare has written? He's written, he dies. That's all, nothing more. No fanfare, no metaphor, no brilliant final words. The culmination of the most influential work of dramatic literature is, he dies. It takes Shakespeare a genius to come up with, he dies. And yet every time I read those two words, I find myself overwhelmed with dysphoria. And I know it's only natural to be sad, but not because of the words he dies, but because of the life we saw prior to the words. I've lived all 5 of my acts, Mahoney, and I am not asking you to be happy that I must go. I'm only asking that you turn the page, continue reading, and let the next story begin. And if anyone ever asks what became of me, you relate my life in all its wonder and end it with a simple and modest, he died.
I love you.
I love you too. Your life is an occasion. Rise to it.
I actually went to rewatch this scene when I was writing the script and honestly just burst into tears again. To this day, I believe it to be one of the most beautiful monologues in films ever. Just like the words, the speech has no fanfare, no loud farewells, just calm, quiet, gentle music and goodbyes. It's the core theme of this movie. Death is only so sad because of the wonderful life led before it, and it's the perfect way to show children how to feel death. It reminds them it's okay to be sad, it's only normal. But when the darkness finds us, look to the happiness we felt together. For every ounce of sadness you feel, there is a river of joy that feeds it. Death is the end, but is not the greatest part of Mr. Magorium's life. The greatest part was everything from his beloved shoes to his magical store to his family, whom he loves so deeply. And it ends all this with, life is an occasion. Rise to it. It is a reminder that just because one life has ended, it doesn't mean yours has to. I honestly find the beauty of this quote so hard to put into words because it's just so powerful and meaningful. It's not just live your life. It's not just enjoy it. It's rise to it. Be the best version of you that you could possibly be, and surely then, your life is well lived. And that isn't the end of it, because clearly my heart hasn't been torn up enough times. Mr. Magorium takes his paper plane, letting it fly around the store as he walks through it. It shows us he is surrounded by life, by love and happiness. The paper plane changes the store to an array of stars as he sits down, a smile on his face that does not disappear. Goodbye, my love, are his final words. No big fanfare, just 3 words. As the paper plane falls to the ground, we know he is gone. He passes so peacefully, surrounded by love, feeling loved, and ready to say goodbye. His life was an occasion, and he has lived it. But the movie still isn't over yet. Molly, submerged by grief, attempts to sell the store. It's framed in the film as their practical decision. Molly can be a pianist just as she wants to, and it can be funded by the store. But the store, as we know, isn't just the store. It represents the happy memories they had. Molly is entirely lost to grief. Part of grief is the inability to move on, to distance ourselves from these things, stay away from memories because they hurt us too much. But, in doing so, Molly is distancing herself from the happy memories that live there. And that is why Eric and the mutant try so desperately to stop Molly from selling the store. It's practical, sure, but it's denying everything. They have reached the acceptance stage of grief, whereas Molly is still in that kind of denial phase, until she makes the cube fly. And this is a really beautiful scene, because Molly is learning that even if Mr. Magorium's shoes are a lot to fill, she can. She has value in herself as she is, and Mr. Magorium giving her the store is reinforcing this message to her and reminding her, I believe in you. I have faith in you. This simple block of wood can become anything you want it to be. Yes, she can own the toy store, but she does it in her own way too. The store comes to life because she takes her memories of Mr. Magorium and becomes who she wants to be, who she truly wants to be. And the first time, she ignores and denies it, because the idea of confronting the past and past memories can hurt so much. Molly is grieving, and in that process, she loses faith in herself. And that's true for children too. Grief is just so confusing. It can make you depressed, and for kids and adults, it's hard to see a world without the person you lost. And that is also why Molly struggles so greatly at first. She doesn't want to see the store alive again and doesn't believe she can do it, because then she has to truly face the reality without Mr. Magorium. And this movie gives children the greatest message it could ever possibly give, and something that I've taken with me to my adult life. The world will never be the same after loss. But you can take their experiences and carry them with you to make a new beautiful world and a new beautiful you. You always have the ability to be the best possible version of yourself. Your life is an occasion. Rise to it. It's why I can never watch this movie without breaking into tears. It's so beautiful, and as someone who has grieved a lot in my life, it helps so much. Let your inner child shine and grow and see the world for what it could be, what you could be. And that is exactly why it is the perfect way to teach children how to grieve. And perhaps it can lend a hand to adults struggling in those dark times, too. I've put some links in the description of charities you can talk to right now if you're struggling with grief, or perhaps you're teaching your little ones how to deal with it. Thanks for listening, and remember, for one final time,
your life is an occasion. Rise to it.